Hands, arms, feet, and legs inside.
客气注意，为了大家的安全。
Safety. Please remain seated with your hands, arms.
我哋而家出發，我真係冰雪皇宮咧！
True love. That's full.
Go, go, go there. Go, go, go. Punta ka dun sa ano. Ay, go, go.
Stand by. The launch door has malfunctioned.
前面就係史達大樓，呢座高科技建築物嘅運作能源嚟自史達先生所發明最強勁嘅熱反應能源器。
A direct
direct blast to these weak spots will disable the bot. Based on their destructive position, your data's onboard computer will track your instrument.
So, hey tarts. Great job, people. Oh, can't we just keep them? They were pretty good.
teach us a special dance.
You won't join into this, will you? Right.
而家就跟住 Duffy 同佢嘅好朋友一齊跳舞啦！
Hey, partner, as I always tell my papa, he'll really appreciate it.
刚刚看。
I was just looking for. Oh, there's the music.
You didn't touch that music box, did you?
have to say goodbye. Remember